Welcome to the inaugural episode of The Magic Show with Paul Chapel and my boy over here, Curtis Hood. He needs no introduction, right?
What's up?
This man has helped me conquer. No, not conquer. That's the wrong word. He has helped me bring this content to you guys, and I'm sad to say, I'm happy to say, I'm kind of nervous, but we just crossed the 100,000 subscriber mark. We actually
blew the doors off 100,000.
Yeah, we actually did a little bit better than that.
As of about 15 minutes ago, we were sitting at 115,000 subscribers.
Yeah, what was it? 2 days ago, it was 100,000.
Yeah, man, it's really something to look back on where you and I started about a year ago.
This time last year, we had 27 subscribers.
And what, about 4 views a video?
It was more like 20 views, but still, man, we've come a long way. I don't quite know how we did it.
Well, we did it because of you guys, tuning in and giving us views on our videos. And, it's just a process that we're learning as we go, too.
Yeah. But we kind of want to do a show where we can just talk about anything. I used to do trailer reviews. Remember that?
Yeah.
I hated those reviews because inevitably somebody would do a copyright claim on them.
Right.
And block them. Why would you want to block somebody from showing
your commercial?
Your commercial for your movie. It didn't make any sense, so I stopped doing them. And they didn't get a lot of views in the first place. I figured, hey, we can talk about a couple trailers, show them. If that part of the video gets blocked, I can just cut it out. But we can watch it and then discuss it and show the trailer, but they don't allow us to show the trailer. We'll cut the trailer out, but we'll still have the part where we're talking about the trailer.
Right.
Leave that in. So I figure we'll just go ahead and do that because, man, they've been dropping trailers like crazy the last few days. I think No Time to Die.
Yep, our friend Daniel Craig's at it again. We were just discussing him last week.
So that trailer dropped, No Time to Die. What do you think of that name?
I think they're digging deep trying to come up with names.
Man, I haven't seen either trailer I'm going to show today. I just wanted to make that clear. I was going to save them to get the pure reaction. Have you seen either of them?
No, I've heard of both of them, but I haven't seen them. So this will be a honest to God real reaction to the trailers. But I will say this in regards to that. Me and my wife had to go to a funeral today in Augusta, and as we were driving down the road, you have to take back roads from here to there almost the whole way.
Yeah.
And there was a road that was called Deadfall. And I was like, that sounds like a James Bond flick.
Deadfall. Oh my God. They need to go ahead and end this franchise though. They're running out of ideas, man.
I know Adele's probably getting tired of making songs for him.
Is she making the one for this?
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay.
I know she's made it 1, maybe 2, right? I think she's done 2.
Man.
I think she's done 2.
It's all a haze.
Hey, drop a comment below if you know if Adele's done more than one.
Help us out.
Yeah, man, we need some comments.
But okay, so there was no Time to Die, and then there was the Black Widow trailer.
Scarlett Johansson.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and watch it. We'll go ahead and cue this up. This is the Black Widow trailer, guys. So pay attention. I'm gonna have to put on my headphones. Ooh, oh no! I just noticed something. I don't know what's going to happen now. The screen recording thing. has taken over. All right, let's see what's going to happen.
Okay. Man. So, was that the Russian Captain America? Captain Russia?
Have you been watching Watchmen, the HBO show?
No, I haven't.
There's a character called the Red Scare, and he kind of remind me of that. Okay, that was the Russian guy. Of course, was the guy that plays Hopper in Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
The actress who plays her sister, and I forget her name is Pug or something like that. That's her last name. She was in that Outlaw King.
Outlaw King. Okay.
She was in that Robert the Bruce movie.
I got you. Well, it looks really good. It looks like, another epic Marvel movie.
It had Taskmaster. We saw him at one point in let me see if I can bring that back up. Dude, if these women aren't the hottest things I've ever...
Dude, they stacking them on top of each other.
Oh my God!
No pun intended.
Wasn't Rachel Weisz?
Even when they try to make Scarlett Johansson look bad, she still looks good.
Yeah, that's Rachel Weisz right there, right?
Yeah.
So what is she another sister?
I think this is the whole family that was around. The three sisters and is that the dad? Or the older brother? What is it? I'm so confused.
I have not. I'm sure he's probably an actual character from a comic book. I have no idea who he is though. Yeah, he looks like the Russian Captain America.
Captain USSR.
It looks, man.
What would it be in Russia? It would be Comrade USSR.
Yeah, something like that. Well, they have captains though.
Comrade Russia. Yeah, I think it's going to be good, man. You can never... Why is it in every one of these trailers, there's always this convoy of Humvees driving 100 miles an hour? Is it just me that notices that? Yeah, I'm like, every action flick, we need a convoy.
We got to get off the grid.
We got to get off the grid.
We just got hacked. We got to get off. If you saw our...
They're tracking our every move.
If you saw our Hobbs and Shaw review, that's an inside joke.
Yeah, that goes back to
every
action movie ever.
Yeah, every action movie ever has got to have somebody getting off the grid.
We got to lay low.
Get off the grid. Our mainframe got hacked. We got to get off the grid. And they're ghosts. This guy's a ghost. She's a ghost. Black Widow is a ghost, y'all.
No, I don't mind looking at Scarlett Johansson for 2.5 hours ever.
If they want to,
I'd watch her do crossword puzzles.
I'll watch her reading the phone book, preferably naked. But but I would watch her fully clothed too.
Adult content, boys and girls.
Oh, Copa alert.
Speaking of which,
let's talk about that for a second. There's this new thing called Copa. What does it stand for? Children.
Online privacy, something. Basically, if you break it down, what it is it's like the gathering. It's laws that have been made against the gathering of data against children. And the FCC, I think, is the main antagonist of this situation.
Yeah.
And what they did, so if y'all remember a few months ago, when YouTube got hit with ridiculous $130 million fine or something like that. I'm probably off on the actual number, but it was something astronomical of that nature.
Yeah.
And so YouTube's fix for this, and the reason they got hit was because there was all kinds of this shady shit going on with kids channels. Well, I'm saying shit because this is adult only channel.
Is it?
But
see, I've been knowing what I know about Republicans and how, you want to talk about what's the whole thing now? The people complaining about libs being outraged all the time. Republicans and conservatives get just as outraged about stuff, especially curse words. Oh my God!
I think that both sides get overly outraged about dumb stuff.
But knowing what I know about Republican administrations, I've known since we started the channel that we need to bleep most of the curse words. My problem with this COPA thing, I don't know what that means when they say, is this for children? I'm sure there's
are children your target audience?
Oh.
Are you making these videos?
But what happened? But
the gray area is with the wording of the rules that YouTube changed.
Yeah.
I think it said something along the lines of content geared towards children or captures children's interest. Well, children watch anything.
Yeah.
If their parents aren't paying attention, they're watching X-rated films. So, once again, this puts.
Can you be in violation of this? This is
absolutely, and
because here's my concern. I don't know what the guidelines are. I'm pretty sure if you drop the F-bomb in your video, it's probably not for children.
Well,
but where's the line at? Because there's a lot of words we say on the channel, damn, hell, that aren't that.
There's a guy who has a channel called Film Theory.
Yeah.
And he does game theory. I can't remember his name, but he did a full comprehensive breakdown of what COPA is and the potential effects it can have on everyday creators. Creators like PewDiePie, the by far the most successful YouTuber of all times.
Yeah.
We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Well, his base audience is between 8 and 13 or 15 years old.
Yeah.
Well, if they're not going to allow him to run ads because his base audience is 8 to 13 years old, PewDiePie's dead. His channel's gone. I mean, and there's a lot of creators, like any gaming creators run the risk of potentially being considered for children. So, there's so, and this is typical of the U.S. government, where you're making rules that leave so much to the imagination, but then you say, but if you break these rules, we're going to fine you $42,800 per video. God. Okay, I don't know anybody that could afford to get hit by 42. I don't care if it is PewDiePie with all his millions. If you go in, so now when you upload a video, you have to mark it whether it's intended for children or not, right? Mm-hmm. So if you mark it and then somebody comes in later and audits your channel from the government or YouTube or however that's going to work, then you can still be found in violation and then you can be fined. So this is a really scary gray area that I hope they get it figured out before it takes effect in, I believe, January is when it takes effect. Because this could be the end of YouTube as we know it. And, you and I are just getting a little thing going here. And I hope that this does not create a conflict for this channel. I don't see how it could. Because we review movies.
Yeah.
But who knows?
A lot to think about.
It is. It is a lot to think about. But what's the next trailer you got for me?
We're gonna play. Now I'm not sure whether this is a 15 second. I guess it's 14 seconds, right?
Okay.
It's just a little. This is actually a teaser.
Is this the first and the only one right now?
I think so. It says the real one's gonna be released on Wednesday.
Okay.
But
this will be
I was trying to find a trailer without somebody's watermark, but I couldn't. This is from Universal. And a lot of these trailers look like they were a minute long, but I think they're just adding something on, or I don't know. We'll just play this teaser.
We'll just do the 14 seconds and make our call based on that.
Yep. Okay. And why is it not playing?
You can edit all this out.
Yep. That's it?
That's it. So based on that, it's going to be exactly like all the other ones.
Yeah.
They're going to have.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, let's do it one more time.
So, yeah. Motorbike,
You know
tuxedo.
the car, the title. Oh, if you look right there, you can see that they're in Prague, and he's driving a 16-cylinder Mercedes motorcycle. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
And did you see the black James Bond?
Oh, is that going to be the new one? Is she going to be the new James?
She's just,
Jane
the
Bond?
way I understand, she's just supposed to walk in and they're supposed to introduce her as James Bond, or I don't know, and then she hands off to the real James, or something like that. A lot of conservative, outright dudes got upset about that.
Man, screw that.
But
Well,
yeah, so I don't know what to make of that.
Well, based on that,
It's typical James Bond.
it's going to be another typical James
Please
Bond.
kill this series.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too terribly excited about it based off of that.
Daniel Craig doesn't even like it.
I don't blame you.
He's tired of being James Bond. So,
Well, hey, he got to stretch his acting muscles on Knives Out.
yeah,
And
I think that's part of the problem with being James Bond. It's
a typecast. I mean, you're
you're typecast, and after you do it a couple times, it's like
because think about it.
it's nothing new.
What did people have? What was the biggest complaint that you read about that people had with Daniel Craig's character in Knives Out? It's very simple.
The one
The
I had,
accent.
or
No, I mean, I read a lot of reviews where they're like, it was such a, it was so overdone accent. Well, because when you see that face, you expect James Bond to come out of the mouth.
Well, that was my complaint too.
Yeah, and and I thought it was brilliant. I mean, I thought that he took a big chance, especially with that accent he had in Knives Out, and it worked. Once you let yourself fall into it, and be a part of what he was doing there, it was entertaining. And that's why actors who did James Bond for 100 years, it's really hard for them to break out. I mean, Sean Connery, he did it, but he was an old man after James Bond. So I don't really blame Daniel Craig. Plus, he's probably like sick of seeing him too.
I think Sean Connery he pretty much got sick of it in the end. And
Well, I mean,
He
it's,
said-
they
I
don't
think
really
he's-
do anything new in each episode.
um,
Or each.
I think he even said he
each
was
movie.
never going to do it again, and then they convinced him to do it one more time. That's why they called the movie "Never Say Never."
Never
Again.
say never again.
They got him. They convinced him to do another one because they got Irvin Kershner to do one to direct, and he had just done Empire Strikes Back.
And so it was
And-
pure.
and-
It was.
So Sean Connery wanted to work with him.
So who was the first James Bond?
Sean Connery.
Was he the original, the very first one?
Yeah, he's the original.
And then it was who was it? Pierce Brosnan.
No, it was George Lazenby. He did one movie.
Oh, so he was only James Bond for one.
Yeah.
And then Pierce Brosnan did like three.
No. Then it was
Man, I'm way off.
it's that guy.
Look it up.
Yeah, we got the internet here.
Yeah, look it up so our peeps can see it too.
I just hope it don't show my porn searches.
Oh
no! You know how Google does that.
Adult content.
Like, oops.
Not for
It's like
kids.
Jenna Jameson when I put in the J or something.
Yeah, it autocorrects too. Mommies who like apples.
Okay, here it is. Timothy Dalton was the next.
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton, then Pierce Brosnan,
Roger
then,
Moore.
then Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, Roger Moore!
Roger Moore.
I
yeah.
forgot that. That was the biggest.
That he was huge.
He was the one that did the most movies.
That's what I was saying. Is I thought.
Okay. My bad. It was Sean Connery, Roger Moore. No. Sean Connery, George Lazenby, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig. They don't even have Lazenby on here.
Wait,
There he is, right there. That was.
who were these other guys?
Oh, I forgot. They did. Somebody did. They didn't. I guess the and I know this story. They like Casino Royale was the first James Bond novel, and Ian Fleming had sold the rights to that a long time ago. So when they started the series, they didn't have the rights to that, and somebody went off and did a Casino Royale. So I guess there was another James Bond, David Naveen.
See, you learn stuff every day.
And see, that's
And
why.
Did you know that the Australian James Bond, George Lazenby, boasts about his sexual prowess?
Yeah, they say he was a little full of himself. But yeah, I forgot about that. That's why, even though that was the first James Bond novel, they didn't make it back in the Sean Connery era, and they had to wait till they got the rights back, and then they finally made it with Daniel Craig.
I got you.
So that's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
So, we'll have to watch it to do a review on it, but I'm not going to say that's one I'm knocking the door down for. When does it come out again? Or have they even mentioned
it was
the
April
release?
22nd, I think.
Man, let me tell you, the first of next year,
Yeah.
there is a slew of movies coming out. A slew of movies. Like March, April. So we're going to be busy at the first of the year. Oh, yeah.
What did you think about this Cybertruck?
Elon Musk's Cybertruck is built for a dystopian future, but will it work in real life? It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I'm
gonna admit to you, man.
You know what it looks like? It looks like some kids with some masking tape and some cardboard tried to make a space truck.
Yeah.
And apparently that's about how it's made too, because I remember hearing that they threw some golf balls or something at the windshield because they're supposed to be bulletproof.
No, there's pictures of that.
and it broke the window both times they threw the balls at it. Like, yeah.
Look up Elon Musk breaks window.
Elon Musk earlier Cybertruck.
Here's the video.
Oh!
Maybe that was a little too hard.
Yeah, because bullets don't come out fast at all. Do it again, man.
It didn't go through. So that was a plus side. Let's try the right. Try the one, really? Okay. Sure. It didn't go through.
Somebody lost their job right
Dude,
after the filming of this.
They really should take some lessons from Steve Jobs. Rehearse. You know how many times Steve Jobs would rehearse? Steve Jobs would go into the stadium or whatever he was doing his presentation and rehearse, and he would rehearse it like 100 times. So there was no possible way he didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, I believe I read somewhere too that like it was the release of something like an iPad or the first iPad.
Yeah.
And that it didn't work, but they faked it all the way through the.
They did it with the iPhone.
Was it the iPhone?
They said the iPhone did not. They had like a bunch of different prototypes on the stage, but he had rehearsed it so well, you didn't even notice that he was switching out different prototypes.
That one thing would work on each one.
Yeah, each prototype had something else. Had one little task it would do, but nothing else.
Man, let me tell you.
But the way they choreographed it, you can't even tell if you go back and watch. That it looks like he's using one phone and it's doing all this stuff, but they said it was in no way ready.
You could certainly avoid that shit show. Look at our brand new Cybertruck that's got bulletproof glass.
Somebody said that it looks a lot like. Let me go on my iTunes. It looks a lot like.
I know what you're about to say.
A car from Total Recall.
Or Mad Max. I thought you were going to say Mad Max.
No, not Mad Max. Let me see if I can find that. I should have had that queued up. My bad. I totally forgot.
There,
about
right
it.
there.
Where is it?
Where your mouse is, go left.
Okay. Why is my? Oh, wait, I can't open it because I have my external unplugged. But there's a scene.
Well, just Google the.
I think it's the Johnny Cab scene. Let me see, Johnny Cab.
Total Recall, right there, first one.
I hope they show the whole scene though. And nothing's happening.
Man, I remember seeing that back in the day and thinking, God, that driver looks so real.
Right here.
You see that? No, let's start. Okay.
There it is, look, right there.
There it is, right there.
That's where he got his inspiration.
Look at all these cars. Look at that boxy.
What am I? What have you done to me?
Where am I? You're in a Johnny Cab. I mean, what am I doing here?
What am I doing
I'm
here?
sorry. Would you please rephrase the question? Huh? How did I get in this taxi? The door opened. You got in? Hell of a day, isn't it?
That is so creepy.
Yeah, it is.
I'd rather just not have anybody driving the car.
But look at that. Look at the shape. The shape of all these
the other
cars is that Elon Musk.
But it's the
Cybertruck.
the car that was in front of that looked more like the Cybertruck. Now look up Mad Max trucks.
Mad Max.
That's what everybody's been saying to me is like it looks like Mad Max.
Mad Max. The Mad Max was just modified real trucks, wasn't it? Mad Max. What truck?
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, maybe not.
I don't know if that makes. Yeah, like I said, they just the trucks in that those movies were just
No,
modified.
I
from real
agree
life.
with you that it's closer along to Total Recall trucks and. Yeah. So, what are the special qualities about this truck that make it the Cybertruck? I take it it's all electric, right?
Yeah.
What other outstanding aspects does it have that makes it?
Supposed to have like great towing capacity or something. I don't know.
Oh, really? Like a lot of torque?
Like you didn't see that test they did with the F-150?
No. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Where it pulled the F-150.
Yeah, let me see if I can bring that up.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Cybertruck
Versus F-150.
Yeah, somebody said it was stacked against the because they didn't get the. They said it was stacked against the F-150 because they didn't get the very best F-150, and this some girls. I don't want to play somebody else's content. Can we just get Teslas? Don't they have a channel? Anyway, I mean, we don't need to show it. It's basically they had both of them tethered together and they just start at the same time, and the Cybertruck pulls the F-150 away. And it enraged a lot of Ford lovers, I guess.
There's Ford lovers?
I guess, man. There's lovers for everything, I suppose.
I guess
people were getting upset.
Lovers for everything. Yeah, there's a whole porn industry based on that.
But yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. I would like to have one.
You would?
Dude, you know how, if I was not married, you know how many women you could get with that truck?
Probably stack them
Let
inside.
Kurt, let me get a ride in your truck, baby.
I'll be like, all right, you want to hear it?
Oh my God, that thing would be such a chick magnet. Are you kidding me?
Dude, if you pulled up at, say, downtown Greenville and rode that thing down the road.
Oh my God.
There was some dude that was driving his truck, had a skeleton on the front, and people were going crazy about it.
I really doubt they're going to put this out. I just have a feeling it's going to be one of those things that never. Oh, what? It's going to be like 4 years from now.
I thought they were taking orders for it.
Huh?
I thought they were taking orders for it.
Yeah, they got like 140,000 pre-orders or something like that.
Even though the windows aren't bulletproof.
I don't understand why would you want bulletproof windows? And I pose this to people at work. If you drive that thing into a river, you're gonna die. You're not gonna be able to break the window to get out.
No, it turns into a submarine.
Oh my God, I wouldn't doubt with Elon Musk. He's always coming up with something. The guy, he's pretty smart, but he's a little pompous too.
So what's up with this? What is the name of that tunnel he's building?
Oh,
What's it called?
a subway.
No, but it's called something like the it's got some kind of weird name to it.
I don't know. That was the dumb. That idea's not gonna work.
Well, they're building more
They
of it.
did
in
a
Vegas.
tunnel. All it is a tunnel.
Yeah, but they put a Tesla down in it, and it like locked the Tesla in place, and then 150.
No, I don't think it
hour.
even did that. I forget. I'm more interested in that Hyperloop thing. Did it ever do anything with that?
I thought that's what we're talking about.
Hyperloop is something else, though. It was.
Well, you know how he's financing all this stuff, right?
Oh.
By he created the first rocket that can return and land.
Yeah. Here's the Hyperloop right here.
Okay, so that's different from the tunnel.
Yeah. This is like.
Billed as the fastest way to cross the surface of the Earth, Hyperloop represents the greatest leap in transport infrastructure for generations.
Are they saying
With
it's faster than a
passengers sitting in
plane?
pods that travel at
Are they saying
airline
it's
speed
faster than
through
a plane?
pressurized tubes, using electric propulsion and magnetic levitation, the concept promises to slash journey times between major cities from several hours to a matter of minutes. Whilst it may feel like science fiction, Hyperloop is now on the cusp of becoming a reality. This
On
is
the
the
cusp.
story behind the concept that's about to revolutionise our world.
All right, so that's pretty. I don't want to play too much of these people.
Okay, I'm so confused because I thought
I think no,
this was the same thing.
this
as-
actually might be. What's that guy's name? Charles Branson, because it said Virgin on
Rick,
the
go
video.
down to that first comment. Go down the first comment. It says travel time 15 minutes, boarding security control 1.5 hours.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, it's all good until you step out of your Hyperloop commute and it's the year 4055.
That's another thing that's never going to happen. I don't know if this is Elon Musk though. I don't know. I don't really care.
Wait, somebody said something about Elon Musk down there.
Yeah, they say maybe Elon Musk got bored while traveling in metro. So.
Oh, that's what the name of his tunnel is. Boring. The Boring Tunnel is what it's called.
Is it?
Yes.
Did you
that
see
was
it
a play
on-
on words. No, type in Boring Tunnel.
Boring tunnel.
There it is. See? 160 mile per hour Tesla Boring Company tunnel ride. It was June of this year.
Steve said.
Oh, this is cool. Watch.
I presumably you can do something.
Well, I did. No, I was dealing directly with them, and we agreed.
I want to get some video. Yeah.
The Boring Company. I
Oh shit! Let's go on.
Shit, stop! I got a video for you.
wonder who the marketing genius was on that one.
Not being on video.
Here we go.
It's the ironic
And the map shows
naming of the tunnel.
1.1.
But I imagine it would be boring if you're just sitting there.
Usually after a slower ride on autopilot or do a fast ride manual driving. So
Which one are we doing?
most people usually pick the fast rides. Up.
Sure. We can see what LA traffic can really be.
So
I love manual. It's like, well,
so you can hit the request departure button there. That's gonna basically start a trip. Signal the tunnel light screen.
Oh wow.
So you can watch on the map or follow too.
Oh man. Okay, that's cool.
Is that miles per hour?
Wow. Wow. Now,
Is it on a platform?
max speed 160 miles an hour.
No, he's actually driving on the road.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All it is a tunnel, but it's like only one car. How is that gonna work?
One direction. I don't really understand it.
Just do a barrel roll.
Back to the video. How fast will the autopilot go?
Autopilot right now goes up to 90 and we're increasing it up to 120.
This reminds me of Matchbox, and those like Matchbox, Matchbox cartel games. You can flip around to the side, set up your kid. How cool is this? Wow. So we just went, what, 1 mile a minute, 1 mile and a half a minute, basically.
Yeah, that's much.
Well, it was great. It was much quicker coming back.
He just drove through a tunnel. What's the innovation?
I don't under. Okay,
That's what I was saying.
That was fantastic.
I thought it was supposed to be on a platform or something like that.
Yeah, I thought the car locked into it. And
Well,
then,
we was talking about using autopilot, but
I don't get it.
how is that different from being on the highway or something and using autopilot? You're just in a tunnel using autopilot.
And that was probably $1 billion worth of tunnel right there. Okay.
Oh my God!
So-
But we can't afford health care in this country. Remember, we don't have money for that.
I don't know, man.
Oh my God!
Well,
I think that's all we got. Everything covered. We got enough for our first show. I appreciate your time.
I
You
enjoyed
got
it.
anything else?
No, man. I just want to thank. I want to thank all the subscribers. Man, taking us over the 100,000 mark. That's
Taking
just
us way over the 100,000.
yeah. It's really great. We're at 115K, and
Yep.
I don't know, man. We just we'd really like to hear from you guys. Honestly, that's the one thing we're missing is commenting and interacting with you guys, and you letting us know what y'all want to see in the future. Do you like this setup? Do you prefer the movie reviews? You know, we really need some feedback. So if you can jump down in the comments and give us some feedback, let us know where we need to go next. And as always, we're going to keep producing and improving and moving forward.
So, once again, thank you. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And we will see you when we see you. Thanks for watching.